As I have already told you, we have the new electrical subdistributor with the controlino. Now it can happen that you have on your construction site the new ASD but the standard cabling. I want to show you how to handle this. In our case now, I want to explain you how to do the wiring without the new cable set on our current patch panel with the two push buttons on that. Here I want to show you the wiring diagram of the complete electrical subdistributor. What we have to do on this, we have to do some modification with the old patch panel. Here on the left side you can see the old patch panel with the two push buttons, okay? And we want to start with the SCB and with the AIDA wiring. So with the AIDA and SCB, please use the standard cable directly to AIDA and SCB and use the standard Phoenix contacts there and connect it directly to the push buttons, as you also know how to do this. And the other side, the AV button, is a little bit different and a little bit more difficult to do this, but here we have a solution how to handle this. So at first we have a look to the switch function. So the first wire port, you have to connect it to the X2 port 28. This is the A0 input of the controlino, and the other side of the switch button you have to connect it to port 19, and port 19 is the plus from this terminal block. So in this case, if you press the button, the plus will going through the A0 and the controlino recognize the push button there to switch on the system. The feedback for the LED, you have to connect it to X226, and this is here below on this terminal block. This is the plus side. This is coming from the output of the controlino, and the other side you have to connect it to port 48. This is the minus from the power supply there. And then if the system switched on, the light is going on here on the patch panel. So this is the wiring what you have to do on the modification. The next step, you have to do also some settings in the AV Neo. Please open the settings there and go to the relay I/O. And as you remember, we removed the AIDA and SCB from the cabling. We did the direct cabling to the patch panel. So in this case, we have to remove also all the inputs and outputs on the AV Neo settings. So in this case, here we have to remove all the inputs and outputs. So please do this, and then the AV Neo settings is finished about the new modification. So the next thing is the on-air lamp. You have to do also the modification there. It's a little more complicated, but it's also possible to do that. First of all, you have to connect the minus of the on-air lamp on X218 on this terminal block, and the other side of the on-air lamp, this is the plus. You have to go to the controlino directly to the port R3. On this port is a white cable already connected. You have to disconnect this white cable to isolate this cable, put it back, and connect the plus from the on-air lamp directly to this relay contact, and then the relay will going on if you're going online with the system. So this is everything what you have to do with the patch panel and the on-air lamp if you don't use the new cable set of the new cabling concept.